With rants and raves, you'll be okay. And today is your lucky day. It is rants and raves with Gary K.
Hey everyone, this is Gary K, and welcome to another pre-InfoComm edition of my Rants and Raves video cast. We've been counting down to InfoComm with all the major brands that are going to make introductions and launches at the show. And one of those is Epson, obviously the biggest projector brand in our industry. And I have Ramsey Chakra, who's the Senior Product Manager for large venue projectors from Epson with me today. How you doing, Ramsey?
Great, Gary. Thank you. Always glad to be here.
I appreciate you joining me. Since you're the large venue guy, let's start with large venue. I mean, obviously, Epson usually does two things with regard to large venue in the booth. One is they always have sort of like a spectacular image mapping exhibit. And then the other thing is they have a bunch of new products, and they always seem to be getting smaller and smaller. So large venue is going to have to be starting to be called medium venue. At some point in time, but will we see that impressive sort of entryway kind of display in and around your booth as well?
Yeah, this year especially, I think we put a lot of effort to create that kind of wow moment, right? So we have I don't want to spill too much of the beans, but it'll be pretty incredible. We have almost like an audio activated mapping. So we'll have our 30,000 lumen projecting on a big wall, and people can kind of interact with it and create sounds, which will kind of the visuals will take you there. And we're also showcasing a very large 3D printed model of a building, and then we'll showcase kind of architectural with architectural mapping. So we actually have two really cool demonstrations of what you can do with large venue projectors.
So I'm putting up a sort of like a visualization of what your booth's going to look like to kind of give people an idea. I mean, you always have a very impressive booth, and you put a lot of work into showing the applications of the product rather than the product itself. What can we expect? I know you don't want to spill the beans, as you said, with regard to new products at InfoComm in the large venue area of your product line.
Yeah, so for the first time showcasing in the US, we'll have our new projectors that have what our new technology called 4K crystal motion. So this is like a 2-axis shifting technology that puts 4K resolution, 4K UHD on the screen. So we're really excited to showcase that. I think people will really be excited to see that higher resolution option available in our Pro Series. And we put a lot of effort, our engineers have, to really make it, a killer way to put 4K on larger displays.
Okay. And then what about, I mean, every year you seem to have a smaller form factor that keeps getting brighter. With last year, I think it was something in the range of 15,000 ANSI lumens in the size of a projector that used to be.
Yeah, so last year we introduced our 20,000 actually.
20,000, okay.
The size of the previous year is 15.
Yeah.
So we're not showing anything that brings that number even smaller. We're working that over the long range, but this new 4K projectors will be in the same compact cabinets. So we're expecting
you'll have 4K in that same.
Yeah, 4K in that, right? Yeah.
Okay.
So we're expecting when they launch, they'll probably be the smallest 4K projectors, at least some of the lumen bands in the world for that size.
And are these 4K native 4K or 4KE?
So it's not native 4K, but it's not 4K either. It's our next technology beyond 4KE. So 4K enhancement, it doubles HD video. This one actually it fills up all 4K UHD on the screen.
Okay. So
almost, you could say it's 4 times HD video, right? It's actually 4K resolution on screen. So it's more than our 4KE was able to do.
Yeah, and obviously the important factor there is the video processor of all things. Obviously, is the most important part of that. I know that obviously you're going to have some new BrightLink products that you're going to show there, because I got a preview of those at ISE. You want to talk about those for a moment?
So the BrightLink, we have a new that's interactive, the 770F, and that'll be FI, and that'll be showcased. So you can come by the booth and you can see how all that interactivity works with different colored pens and content and
Yeah.
wireless and all that. We're also excited to show in terms of the ultra short throw is what we're calling extreme short throw, and this is a 0.16 throw projector, which is incredible.
That is. So how far away from the wall screen is it, and how big does it make?
Absolutely. I mean, you can get roughly 100-inch screen, and the projector is practically sitting, touching the wall almost. I mean, people have seen it, really been blown away, and it really lets you do a lot more in terms of, having either you can put it on a pedestal and kind of move it around and just display on any available wall space, or if you hang it from the ceiling or hang it from the wall, it'll just barely stick out and give you this amazing image. So we're really excited to showcase that one. And it also comes with, it's very bright, 5,000 lumens, and it has our 4K enhancement. So it's really a full of technology product, and that's probably one of our main highlights at the show.
Well, I know another highlight is going to be 21:9 aspect ratio, which is being driven obviously by Microsoft Teams Front Row. I saw at ISE, you have a packaged system. I'm assuming you'll bring that to InfoComm as well.
Yeah, so there's a system. I mean, there's different Microsoft Teams Front Row, different room sizes.
Mm-hmm.
For a medium type room, you can use the heckler mount. It's kind of like a floor mount.
Yeah.
And then you put our projector with a short throw lens, and it's kind of hidden there in front of where the audience is.
Yeah.
And it has a mount for speakers to that same mount and the camera. And then you're seeing this beautiful 21:9 screen, which Teams can work with, right? So it basically allows space, because you've been on all these calls sometimes.
Yeah.
16:9 aspect ratio. You've got the content, right? You've got the person who's speaking. You got the chat space. You got all the remote attendees. Everyone's trying to squeeze into that 16:9 space.
Yeah.
But when you see it in 21:9, so it's very wide and narrow, almost like a human vision, right? It's something else. And so we're really excited to showcase that. And we think projection is the best place to actually showcase this, because it's so easy to just get that widescreen, in terms also cost effective as well.
Well, I'm excited to see what y'all do, because you always have a booth that's extremely exciting to walk through. And what's cool is we always get an opportunity to do a booth tour. So we'll actually take you on a live tour of the booth to see what it's actually like at the show. So you'll have a chance to do that. And then, of course, we'll shoot individual product videos on everything that you're talking about here today. Anything else you want to share with us that you're willing to share, Ramsey?
Yeah, I think one last thing is we have a new projector management software application launching. It's cloud-based, and people have been asking this for a while. It's called Epson Projector Management Connected, EPMC, and we'll be showcasing that. And the great thing is, so you're no longer tied into your local area network to kind of manage your projectors. Now you can basically you could be anywhere. Just as long as you have a web browser on your device, you can log in and check and receive alerts and all that. So we're going to be showcasing and launching that at InfoComm.
Well, I appreciate you doing this pre-InfoComm rants and raves. Epson, you won't have a hard time finding them, but they are in booth 3428 on the InfoComm show floor. Ramsey, I look forward to seeing you and the entire team in about a week and a half or so in Orlando.
Yeah, thank you. Looking forward to it.
Thank you very much, everyone. Thanks for watching. If you want to see all of our InfoComm coverage, go to ravepubs.com/InfoComm. In the meantime, stay tuned, because we got a lot more video casts to do with big brands that are launching really cool things at the show, including Epson. All those video casts can be found at ravepubs.com.